Hey guys. Ooh, I don't know how much space I got on this phone. It's kind of running raggedy. I'm using up all my space. Look at that space. I can't zoom. Anyways, I just want to share a dream I had, and this was years ago. I think it was in a time where I really wasn't drinking from the living waters of God, and I wasn't spending enough time in the secret place or hanging out with Jesus every day. And you know, that's so imperative, because in order to stay built up, and that's like our #1 motive, is to have relationship with Him. We need to cultivate that daily as best as we can, because I know some days just get busy and you do what you can do, but you know, you can encounter them all throughout the day. But I'm going to just share this real quick, and it puts a little emphasis to His desire too, because all He longs for is just to have relationship with you and to spend time with you. And in a lot of ways, when He wants to highlight or speak things to me, He gives me dreams. So in this dream, let's see, I was, okay, hold on. Okay, so I saw this man, and I think it was the Holy Spirit. So really, it probably was in my dream. And there was this old wagon, which represents life ministry a lot of times. You know, anything with wheels or a car, because it's movement towards things. But and this man was helping me start it up, and he left a dish on the back of the wagon. He said, "It's too small. Feast with me more. Only one meal will not get you through. A little portion," and it was in the trunk. It was on the trunk in the far corner. It was so much more than it could be, so much more to be filled up. Something about its refreshing that you need, the strength that you need each and every day. It was like a placement of time. You will know the times and seasons. And so not only is it imperative that we stay built up, that we dive into the living waters. You know, He dwells within us, Holy Spirit. He's in the belly. But as you cultivate time and relationship, and you become sensitive to His presence, you know, our living waters, our refreshment for every day, everything we need is within us, ironically enough, because He dwells within us. And I also just want to highlight, you know, with times and seasons, we need clear eyes to see, clear ears to hear. We need to have discernment, and the way to have discernment is to fine-tune our spiritual senses to His, so when He does speak, we know where He's leading us, what He's bringing towards us, or different doors. And even with dreams too, you know, I know when it's a God-given dream and the way He speaks to me, and a lot of times it highlights things that He's planning within my life. Sometimes that does get confusing as to the times and seasons, but as long as we stay close listening to Him, I think that always helps. But He said, yeah, so a little placement of, it will be like a placement of time. You would know the time and seasons. That there's all this wasted space, and you need a little bit of nourishment. And how important that is to get nourished and built up in Him. Because in a lot of ways, if we don't stay that way, we get worn down, or things can come in and kind of impede on your peace of mind, and, you know, vain imaginations, and even your physical body. Like, you know, there's fuel from heaven that will refresh it. I've had some days where I've been so sleep deprived that I ask for that, and I'm like invigorated with like supernatural energy. But yeah, He said wasted space and you need a little bit of nourishment, wasted time, wasted nourishment, the judge will be the judge. I don't really know the emphasis on the judge will be the judge, but maybe even with striving, that we don't need to strive. We don't need to waste our time worrying or being influenced by the world's stuff, because it just brings no nourishment. I'm gonna have to pause this. Alright. So, I know it's just the importance of the secret place, and you know, we come into alignment as we seek him, though, because he'll highlight things in ways that we just don't realize. So, anyways, I'm just trying to read. His presence is pretty much everything we need, though. It's more than enough, and when our hearts grow weary, we seek his face all the more. And I've learned that through traumatic events, that you just, when things go crazy, it's that much more imperative to seek him. And stay in a place of peace, too, because a lot of times we want to find resolve to it, but we just go into heavenly places instead. But I'm just thankful that my heart's been reignited deeper in him. There's been a lot of hard, weary seasons that I've gone through, and I can't say that I always drew in at those moments. There was quite a few, I don't know if it was years, but I don't think I realized the importance of the secret place. I mean, I had before, because I've lost sight of it before, and actually went completely back into the world, and that's a scarier thing too, is because you're not cultivating relationship, you're not growing in faith and trust in him, and you know, he's always there to meet you, so there's no reason not to, other than not prioritizing it. Either you find that to be important or you don't. But yeah, so all that weariness goes away, and we keep our hearts open, and we keep believing for the promises that he set before us. And as we go deeper into him, clearer insight and revelation, and a knowing of him, because, you know, even years and years that I've been walking, I barely feel like I even know the Lord. I'm like, I don't even know you, Jesus. And I'm still growing to like hear Holy Spirit. I'm like, oh, was that you, Holy Spirit? I know his love's like always the resounding gong of confirmation, though. That never goes dormant. So yeah, that alone should bring you into that secret place, and the deep calls to deep, which is the heart longing. You know, the spirit man inside you just longs for the living waters, longs for the relationship of their creator, or your creator. So yeah, just go deeper and realize the importance of the secret place and intimacy. And into him you will see. So bless you.